White House is live. All right, we'll go to White House. New York Times, Siena poll. Yeah, we're gonna look at all that, but let's go live to the fucking White House real quick because Biden said that he might actually drop out of the race. Then Biden said he's not gonna drop out of the race most likely. So as of this morning, or I guess it's like night here, but as of this morning in the United States of America, Biden had an all hands on deck meeting with Jeff Zients, like all staff, all hands. Okay. Biden also started talking to top Democratic Party officials finally after like a tumultuous week of post-debate conversations urging him to drop out, including the New York Times and even some active Democratic Party members, even, you know, seated representatives and the like. Obviously, when the New York Times reporting came in earlier today, a couple hours ago, about key allies, Brandon tells key allies he might drop out, I thought, oh, it's gonna fucking happen. However, it turns out that the malignant narcissist who personally believes that he is like always down and out is not dropping out. He has said as of now, since that President Biden on campaign call to just rap per person on the call. Let me say this as clearly as I possibly can, simply and straightforward as I can. I am running. No one's pushing me out. I'm not leaving. I'm in this race to the end and we're going to win. Like dude, this is like, this kind of is giving Stalin. Bro thinks he's a fucking authoritarian strongman in like a Latin American country or something. Like, what do you mean you're holding on? What are you holding on to, bro? You are not him.
So, yeah, just a couple of things.
You're holding on for dear life to your life.
The president has certainly spoken to this many times about the debate. The two, I think, in addition to the two major trips, he was also continued to do his presidential duties. He worked late in doing that, and he also prepared for the debate. And on top of that,
no, you got to stop with that. You have no business with this. You have to stop. You have to stop talking like he's a baby, bro. You can't.
You heard from him.
Oh, the widow baby. The widow baby stayed up late last night. Like every fucking press briefing, Karine Jean-Pierre is like, he's staying up late every night. Okay. And some nights he's not even having vanilla ice cream. Sometimes it's chocolate ice cream. And you know that's really bad for his tummy. And he has that instead because there's no vanilla ice cream to be had in the White House kitchen. It's like, I don't care, dude. I don't care. Drop out. You're about to die.
Yeah. And also you wish you could have done better. And so he took ownership. I think that's important.
I'm not going to lie. This is way worse than the Biden has sex with Jill Biden super hard leaks. I really do wish like Karine Jean-Pierre would go up there and be like, honestly, the president is working really hard, tirelessly, and also plowing the shit out of his wife, Dr. Jill Biden. Like, just switch it up. You know what I mean? Just like fucking pull a fast one and be like, are you people paying attention now? Okay, that's right. He has got pipe game. Okay, he's got pipe game. The walls are sweating. Back walls breaking. That's my president right there.
You know, the president traveled 6 time zones forward to G7 in Italy.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm gonna fucking die. Oh my God. The president, bro, nobody. The president is not flying on Ryanair. Okay, he's flying on Air Force One with a medical staff, with a private chef. Like, why are we talking like this motherfucker was flying to France on economy with like 8 different connections, bro? What are we doing? And that shit was like 2 weeks ago. The fuck do you mean, man? Oh, he was just an EP boy, bro. Yeah, dude, he was on Spirit, and then he fucking swapped over on a puddle jumper. He went to England first and then went to Germany on a weird connection and then got a Ryanair flight out to fucking France afterwards. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Brandon is so goddamn demented. He probably thinks he's in the fucking White House when he's sitting in Air Force One. Like, what is this? This shit makes me mad, dude. This makes me so mad. They're trying so hard to just make it seem like there's a good reason for him to behave like this. And then the reason is, oh, he's a little eepy boy.
And the folks that I laid out that he spoke to or some of them have been his colleagues. Some of them have been elected officials that he's known for some time.
Yeah, only now. She's like, yeah. He finally reached out to the Democratic Party House leadership. Finally, only a week and a half later, dude. That's crazy. You left his ass hanging for a week and a half. as people were like, is he dropping out? Is he dropping out? Is he dropping out? Is he dropping out? And you just did not even give him a phone call. He didn't give Nancy Pelosi a phone call. Hakeem Jeffries is a more significant person at this point for the Democratic Party than Nancy Pelosi, of course, but like no allies for Brandon, just Hunter Biden. This motherfucker flops so hard the entire country's like, bro, you gotta stop. You gotta stop running. You're too old. You're gonna fucking die, Joe. Your bitch is no longer bad. Your weed is no longer loud, Joe. You have to drop out of the fucking race. We gotta save democracy. What does he do? He calls up Hunter Biden, bro. He doesn't call up the leaders of the Democratic Party and like, you know, bring up the ranks and you know, tell them like, here's our messaging going forward. Sure, I was an EP boy, whatever, fuck it, YOLO. None of that shit. No communication seminar, nothing. Who does he call up? Crackhead Hunter Biden, dude. What are we doing here? That's crazy. It's just like they're in meltdown mode over there. It's like, it's pack watch.
And so he wants to continue to deliver, expanding healthcare. All of these things he believes is important. Majority of Americans believe it's important. And his record, he wants to make sure that people do not forget about the record that he's been able to lay on behalf of the American people.
What can we do? Why won't he drop out? Please, dude.
What does the president do outside the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m.?
Well, you heard him speak to supporters yesterday outside of 4 p.m. You saw the
bro. This shit. Wait, this is a repeat of yesterday, bro. This is literally a repeat of yesterday. She said the exact same shit yesterday. She was like, the president, he's such a big boy. He even met with a couple of friends. Dude. Okay. Karine Jean-Pierre, all-time one of the worst press secretaries of all time. Okay. Like, the convincing way to reply to this is not to be like, yeah, he's an EP boy, but look at how well he did yesterday. No. The way to respond to this would be like, that is ridiculous. You're supposed to attack it head on. You're supposed to literally be contentious at this point and be like, that's a ridiculous assessment. The fact that you are even questioning the president's mental faculties is insane to me. It feels like I'm talking to Fox News. Like, that's what I would do. If I was press secretary, I'd be like, am I talking to Fox News or am I talking to the New York Times? The amount of hack jobs that you guys are throwing in the way of this administration that has done a phenomenal job recovering from COVID, doing, building America back better, doing the IRA, and you guys are over here asking, can he be up after 4 p.m.? You saw him on camera yesterday in North Carolina. That was at 2 a.m. What do you think he was doing? He was greeting fans and supporters. Do you not have watches over at the New York Times? Instead, obviously that would be like still gaslighting because like ultimately Biden is an EP boy. Just have a little bit of energy, man. What are you doing? Have a little bit of fucking energy. She's like, oh, well, the president was... he sent me a text message at 9:30. He said, I'm up, by the way. And he took one little baby nap in between, but his nap times are actually much, much shorter now. It's like, no, dude, that's not the way to address this. You're doing a bad job. KJP. You're doing a bad fucking job. Wait, so what is Joe Biden's platform? Look, NATO. He's running for the Ukraine vote. I mean, that's like the one aspect that they keep hammering over and over again. And it's like, I know there's a lot of Os and Andes in this community. I know there's a lot of people who care about this sort of thing. But like, as far as the broader American electorate, like if you were to be like, hey man, do you want free healthcare or you want a stronger NATO? Everyone would be like, what the fuck are you talking? They would shoot you in the face. Okay. They'd be like, what are you saying to me right now? Hey, do you want to fix the potholes or do you want a stronger NATO? Insert anything, like any kitchen table issue or a stronger fucking NATO. Most people will be like, what is NATO? I don't care. Shut up.
And we would invite the president to come here and tell us directly.
Noted, Kelly.
But he's awake. That's inappropriate.
That's a good one. We'll give him that. Elena Schneider says, as we talked about earlier, President Biden on campaign call to just wrap per person on the call. Let me say this as clearly as I possibly can, simply and straightforwardly as I can. I am running. No one's pushing me out. I'm not leaving. I'm in this race to end. I'm in this race to the end, and we're going to win. Simultaneously, while that's happening, a new New York Times CNN post-debate poll shows Trump widening his lead among likely voters nationally by 3 percentage points. It is Trump's largest ever lead in a Times poll. If the 2024 presidential election were held today, who would you vote for if the candidates were Joe Biden and Donald Trump? Likely voters go 43% Biden, 49% Trump. Can't wait to see what good news is coming out for the Brandon camp. Biden has hit an all-time worst approval rating again. 56.9% disapproval, 37.2% approval rating. That is crazy. Okay. Excuse me, mister. I am new in your Twitch. And what I see is people doesn't want new generation. Why is that going all around people who are close to the end of their journey? What? Bro, I have no idea what you just tried to say, but I think you're saying Biden is old. What's up with the old generation not letting new generation come in? And that's because they're selfish. Boomers are incredibly entitled. Boomers are incredibly fucking selfish. They ruin the goddamn economy. They don't give a shit. Baby boomers, and Biden is even older than a baby boomer. I'm using boomer as like a catch-all term for old people in general. The baby boomer generation owns like 75% of all the wealth in this country. And those motherfuckers are increasingly less productive in general for obvious reasons. They're old as shit. This is the problem. Biden has presented himself as this like underdog over and over again, and it's just a lie. This whole narrative that he's trying to put together is like he's the underdog always. When he gets knocked down, he gets back up again, and they're never gonna put him down. You know, that kind of shit. The Chumbawamba ass shit. None of that shit was because of Biden's dynamic, charismatic personality. We looked at a poll yesterday, 67% of Americans say they want to vote against Trump. 67% of likely Biden voters say they're voting against Trump, and 33% say they're voting for Biden. That percentage is damn near identical to 2020. That wasn't because Brandon was the guy, even though MSNBC and CNN and all these other liberal institutions that are fraudulent and did not want Bernie Sanders because they were fucking terrified of even moderate social democratic progress, and constantly presented Joe Biden as the guy who can beat Trump, the only guy who can beat Trump. But at the time, the polls showed the exact same fucking reality. No one was voting for Biden because he was a dynamo. No one was voting for Biden because they genuinely love Biden. People were voting for return to normalcy. People were voting for competency. And throughout the past 4 years, Joseph Robinette Biden demonstrated slowly but surely his faculties are diminished. And it's not actually normal. It's not business as usual. And also that he is kind of incompetent. Claiming that you're the underdog when you're the incumbent president running for re-election is so funny. That's literally also very Trumpian, which is seemingly what the Brandon re-election campaign has been. Turn orange, bring your fucking dumbass fail son into the White House with like meetings, inappropriately bringing them into meetings with staffers, and also, incredibly reactionary immigration policy. No wars though. Yes, dude, the motherfucking president that like increased drone strikes by something like 400 fucking percent. The guy who personally followed through on the fucking assassination of a, top commander of a country that had a denuclearization agreement, a bilateral denuclearization agreement, a denuclearization agreement that he actually cast aside. Like, oh my God. Ugh, people are so fucking stupid about Donald Trump. It feels like they just like desperately want to vote for him. I don't understand it. I know the elite controls the war. We need to stop the shit. Yeah, okay. Who do you think Trump is? Like, sure, the military industrial complex has a big say, or other global capital owners in general have a big say in like American domination because they're the ones who actually benefit from it. But the notion that like, Trump was actually fighting against the elite and wasn't firmly a part of the elite is ridiculous. You just dick riding Democrats, law. At what point in this entire broadcast have I dick rode the Democrats? God damn, dude. You have to be the densest. You have to be unimaginably dense, dude. I'm sorry. What the fuck? Me shitting on Donald Trump doesn't mean I like the Democratic Party. Me shitting on Joe Biden definitely doesn't mean I like the Republican Party.
To try to show the president in more unscripted settings, like the extended interview that he is going to do on Friday with ABC News. He's going to be getting out there into the country.
That's not unscripted in the way that people want to see him, though. People want to see him in action in real time. People don't want to just hear him talk in an edited fucking conversation. Trump Flynn 2024 FEC ID. Look at this. Wait, what? There is no fucking shot. Trump declared as VP. There is no way this has got to be wrong. What are you saying? Yeah, see, there you go. Immediately, fraud. Trump campaign denies federal filing naming Michael Flynn as VP running mate. No, you're crazy. Michael Flynn is the former national security advisor of the Trump administration. He's a general. And he's also, most recently, he's known as like an absolute QAnon freak. Like a straight up QAnon guy. You think that guy is the VP? That guy sitting in between Jimmy Levy and the most divorced dads. Child custody Groiper 69, 1776 Black MAGA 1947, and fucking 4G auto suck. That guy who's singing autotune, that's the VP. That's Trump's VP. No fucking shot, dude. The Republicans would never, especially the Trump, he would never personally gift wrap this unimaginable W. You can say many things about him, but Donald Trump is not a person who is blind to the room. He reads it very well. He sees the room. Trump's biggest weakness with moderate voters is how gross they find him. There's no way he'd find a grosser dude to be his VP. Exactly. No, someone said it'd be like Biden bringing you up as a VP pick. No, it would be like Biden having Jimmy Carter be his VP. That's what it would be like. It would be like if Biden was like, hey, you know, what is one of my biggest weaknesses right now? How fucking old I am, how senile I am. Jimmy Carter on the VP ticket, baby. Biden Carter, run it up. Let's see how old we can go. That's what it would be like.
Jack Flynn. Do solemnly swear. That I will support and defend. The Constitution of the United States. Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely. Without any mental reservation. Or purpose of evasion. Where we go one, we go all. God bless America.
Trying to brainwash us? Yeah, I'm trying to brainwash you into fucking understanding a key truth here, which is that motherfucker ain't becoming the VP, bro. He's more likely to have RFK Jr. as his VP. Do you understand me?